the seed has been planted. In my previous video, I said that instead of doing Tour de Fleece, we should come out with a new trend, and the newest thing will be spin across Middle Earth, specifically spin to Mordor. And luckily for me, I have a handy book that outlines the pathway with like the milestones from when Frodo left Bag End until the ring was destroyed. And it maps both Frodo's journey and Merry and Pippin's journey, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli's journey, like everyone's journey after the Fellowship was broken. And the table here shows me the date, hours traveled, the mileage, and miles per hour. And the work is already done for me. So the only prepping I have to do now is, well, obviously I cannot spin thousands of kilometers, but I have to find like a good conversion number. Like if we say 1 mile is worth a meter of yarn or something like that. I have to figure it out. It has to be challenging enough, but not too difficult that you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna throw my wheel down Mount Doom after I'm done with this. Like, no, no. So this is what I'm going to do. And I really have to focus and get it done because the Fellowship, or not the Fellowship, Frodo started his journey on September 23rd. And today it's August 13th. So I have a bit over a month to get my act together, make a plan, and figure out like what is it that I'm gonna spin, and then just go for it. And then I'm just gonna take you guys on for a ride. But I haven't decided if like I have to pick a character and then I just do that journey, or if I just do the whole thing, like where I'm Frodo all the way to Mordor. I mean, that sounds appropriate for the first time, right? And it also led me to think that, well, you know how people name their wheels? I haven't named mine, and well, this wheel is accompanying me to a journey. So the only appropriate name is my precious. I will not be throwing it into the fire, or who knows, maybe by the end of this journey I will. But you know what? This will from today on be known as the precious.
But before we get into any of that, I want to finish some of the projects that I have ongoing, one of which is this knitted purse made from my hand spun yarn. I have some acid dyes and I have not used them that much, so I was quite nervous when doing this. Initially, I thought I had added way too much, but after following the instructions, I think I actually did not add enough, but the end result turned out quite nice after all, so I'm not mad at it.
So I'm trying to figure out both the size and the shape for the bag. Initially, I thought I drew out this black line, But then I realized, okay, on paper it looks fine, it looks structured, but in real life, once I knit it up, it won't be as structured, and I think this isn't gonna work. So I'm considering doing a slant and then down like this, and then maybe a little slant here as well. And I'm thinking of doing this in 3 steps, where I do the front and the back panel, and then I do like a strip. The days have just gone by, and I knit this off camera while watching TV. And well, originally I had planned to make this bag a little bit bigger. It's basically 2 panels, and then I had thought of putting like a strip of white along the sides and the bottom to give it like a little bit more depth. But when I finished blocking these 2 pieces and I kind of like tried it on how it would look, I really like the size of this. It doesn't need to be bulkier. I think that would be bad for this. Both the look and the hinge here, like then it would need quite a lot more support. And I just wanted to make something simple. And this also forces me to just carry my phone and my wallet and like something else that's small. Like I hate carrying big bags, and that's mostly because I have a heavy bag for work and like all this stuff I gotta carry around. And sometimes when you go out, it's nice when you can just take with you the bare necessities. And I think this is what this bag is for me. Like the simple bare necessities. Phone, wallet, and basically that's all I need. I think it's perfect for that. I even thought of putting a chain around here so I can like hang it. But no, this bag, you need to hold it like this. Now, the one thing that is missing or that I haven't finished is I'm adding some detail around the rim here and on the sides with this string here. I thought it would give it like a little extra glamour or a little extra detail, and I think this color with the copper looks very good. I'm not quite sure if I'll catch it on camera now because it's cloudy outside and my artificial light is pretty bad, but if you see there, I haven't sewn in all the ends yet, but there's some detail there, and I haven't finished the back either, so you can tell that there's something there and something on the side, but I think I'll have to do the embroidery maybe 2 or 3 times more, because since the yarn is so thick you can barely see it. The string, this in itself is quite thin, but the sparkle gives it like enough that you look at it and say, oh, there's something there. Other than that, I do partially regret not being more careful when picking the yarn to dye. Now, if you see the bag from this side, all is well. I mean, all the string is same size. But the other skein that I used, it's a little bit thicker. Here is thinner yarn and here's a little bit thicker, and you can see it's a little bit a different quality because it didn't take up the dye as well. It's like a slightly lighter color, and it's a lot fluffier. You see there's like, compared to this side, which looks a little bit more even and a little bit more clean. I mean, it's fine. I'm not mad at it, but This is something to think about for the next time. I was so excited to get this going that I did not even pay attention to that, which is something I should, especially if I'm gonna work on a nicer project. This was like an easy knit that just came out of my head. But yes, what do you think? I did not line this, and I don't intend to. Out of this whole project, sewing the wool into the rim or the clasp was the hardest. I think it's because I use like sewing yarn or sewing thread because the holes weren't as big to use another type of yarn, and I also didn't have any other color that would look good with this, so I just used like a dark blue, and that's also partially why I'm kind of adding this accent color here, because I had to go around it multiple times. You can barely see it, but if you pay close attention you can see that I struggled there. But it's fine. I'm not that good at sewing stuff. I'm not. When I was younger, I did a lot of embroidery like when I was 7 or something, and then all of a sudden it stopped when I was like 9, and then I forgot like all the techniques and methods. So it's a shame actually, because I was getting quite advanced, but it was at a time of my life when there were lots of changes, and I think I seriously just forgot how to do it. So in any case, I think I've always been inclined towards making visible crafts, like something that you can see and touch. I do lots of digital stuff at work, and sure, it's important, and sometimes you even get to see the end result in the real world, but it's basically all that I do is delivered in a file format, and well, it's different than feeling something with your own hands, like I did this. It somehow feels a lot more valuable. As a side note, I'm getting ready to go work out, and I want to take you guys along to see something we all deserve seeing.
Cashmere goats. Now, how do I know that they're cashmere? Because I've never seen cashmere goats in my life. Well, there was a sign that said they're cashmere, and there was also a sign that said, leave these goats in peace. So, although they looked very friendly, and although I could have probably petted one to confirm that they're as soft as I think, I did not. Here is just a video that you can enjoy.
Okay, I feel like this video has been very random, but that is how my life is during the summer. Lots of random things to do. I am very much looking forward to starting to spin more wool. It's all of a sudden getting a lot chillier and windier, and that means that I can finally pull out all of my knitted stuff. And well, my new wheel needs some love as well. It's been a while since I've used it, and I'm aching for a little spin. Anyway, see you guys next time, maybe in the Shire.